Grand Rising, YouTube Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again, channeling the message that's sent to me, through me, and for me to share. Remember, not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone, but there's definitely a message here for someone. You're just needing to take the messages that resonates and leave the rest for those that the message will resonate with. So this message is chapter 17, message 8. Sorry, message 9. I felt like message 8, it felt like an interruption message. It definitely felt like an ancestor was trying to come through, an unfamiliar ancestor to me. I definitely feel like was trying to come through to a masculine energy, in the energy of needing to be honest with self. You can't lie to yourself, in these challenging times. I've been sitting here for a while, channeling this energy, clearing some of the cards. It might not look like that from the previous message, but it's all symbolic to the message that's coming through. A few things that cause the distraction, but I pay attention to everything when I'm in the energy of coming into a reading. First thing, I got into this coughing rage. Now, I haven't been very well over the last week or so, so I know that this is just the clearing up. Again, symbolic to the energy of the message. It's clearing up, but there was something different in regards to this energy I was picking up on today. It all felt like I was channeling an energy that I was coming into in regards to this energy. Within that coughing fit, it felt like an energy of sickness, an energy of, morning sickness to say, or a hangover sickness. It was giving that kind of an energy, and I'm neither hangover or neither pregnant, but I was feeling that energy like a lot. Cleared up all of that energy, got through that coughing frenzy, and I'm sitting here and I'm still channeling the energy, about to record, and I'm looking for the remote to turn the volume down on my device, and I couldn't find it. So I'm looking around. I go to stand up from where I'm sitting, and the remote drops. It's on my lap, but I've got my notes on my lap, so I didn't see it. Again, symbolic to the message. Whatever it is that you're looking for, seeking, is already within you. I'm paying attention to the energy also. Temperance is the next card that's coming through, which is card number 14. In the energy of the previous message, which was the Devil card, card number 15. There's this need to take a step back. This is not a setback. This is a step back. Moderation. Again, going into the energy of what I was picking up on, because this wheel is ready to turn. Trust in the guidance that you're receiving right now, because whatever this is for you, it's almost over. The Devil is the card 15. This is card 16. It says it's almost over. And the 16 card is the Tower card, which was in the reverse in the previous message. To me, it feels like I was picking up on this energy of, it feels like someone's releasing a giant, however that may resonate to you, something major that you may have been hanging on to from since the energy of a child, something that's, a blood tie, a generational chain, something that your bloodline, or you are the one to heal through your bloodline. The very first card that came through in message 1 of this chapter is the Father card in the reverse. This is definitely a chapter of ancestral guidance. Card number 35 reads, trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I am also present, Archangel Michael, to clear away your worries so that you can trust in the divine guidance, trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth, moving away from this energy of having a lack of confidence, no trust within your own ability, your capabilities. You know, you're going to be put in a position with some kind of victory and success. It may not feel like that at the time or at this time. However, this message is coming into you. I was picking up on this energy yesterday's message. What feels like a celebration doesn't feel like a success. You know, I definitely feel, I'm going to read what I wrote. Justice is at the bottom of the deck as I stopped shuffling. It came through in the reverse yesterday's message. I pull it back. Something didn't feel right in regards to this injustice. Again, as I was channeling this energy, I'm still channeling because I've just noticed that the nostalgia card's still on the ground. As I was clearing some of the cards, as I was saying, the nostalgia card fell and I never felt the need to pick it up. And then I tuned into this energy over here where it says changing and challenging times for this masculine who's now stepping into this energy of an emperor. The advice from Archangel Michael that came through was forgiveness. I read that out in the in yesterday's message. So anyway, I'm gonna read what I wrote. This isn't a setback, it's a step back. You can't put a time on healing. In this energy of this message, it's giving me the energy of it's better late than never. Change of heart, change of mind, an energy of peace is what I was feeling. Literally just before pressing record. This was the last message that I channeled, and I put it at the beginning of my write-up. It's that kind of an energy of I'm hearing something I heard a long time ago, 2017. Teach with your last mistake is the energy I'm picking up on, or learn from your last mistake for some that I'm connecting with. You can't see the face of the masculine. You may feel the emotions. This masculine is in deep contemplation, how to avoid the tale of karma of an iguana. I was picking up on a song called Vibe Check. I will share it in the description. I've shared it a few times on my community page, of recently even. How to dodge karma for mistreating a Queen of Pentacles. Now this can be a mothering energy because the Empress card did come through, and I was picking up on yesterday an ancestral energy around me of a mothering, grandmothering energy, trying to bring communication to a masculine that's ignoring this communication in the energy of resentment and needing to forgive, you know, not accepting some kind of an apology, some kind of an offer, some kind of a truth, some kind of a final say. I'm picking up on this can be a Sagittarius energy or a Capricorn energy. So yeah, this mistreating the Queen of Pentacles at the point, at a point of that they gave up on love, to the point that they gave up on love, maybe through the opinions of others, maybe even a fathering figure, maybe the Father, our Father in heaven, you know. So anyway, praying for forgiveness, to be open, to be forgiven. They're trying to put the Seven of Swords behind them to avoid this energy of karma. I feel someone here is drowning in their emotions, seeking divine inspiration, sacrificial energy at the bottom of the, not the world this time, but of the sea. Going back to my channeled messages back in 2023 in regards to you may feel like a fish out of water here, you know, stepping out of your comfort zone. but it's leading you into your divine purpose, you know, in alignment with where it is that you're needing to be, in alignment with your 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 mission, your assignment. I was picking up on a song yesterday, and it's called "Fade Away" by Romain Virgo and Assassin. The name of the artist is called, and for some reason, it was giving me this energy, in the energy of numerology 37, which is the energy of a children of Lur, a child of Lur, in this energy that I'm picking up on with this masculine. Now this is going back to season 9, the children of Lur, is where a masculine felt abandoned by going back into childhood trauma, going back into this card that came through, or back to basics, in the energy or the story tale of Hansel and Gretel. You know, did anybody ask what happened to Hansel en route back home? I feel that there was a division between Hansel and Gretel. Gretel went her way and had to become the lone wolf in her own right. Rites of passage is the energy I'm picking up on here. Gretel is an energy that adapted to the environment, you know, adjusted to what was taking place, gone through some things in order to become the Empress's energy, going back to my chapter 15:15. But for this masculine, they felt isolated, abandoned, and alone, you know, acted out in certain ways that was challenging to not only themselves, but to the connections, to those that they were connected with, you know. Even though there was victories, it didn't feel like celebrations because somebody's heart wasn't where it needed to be. They still had some form of trauma that they were harboring in their heart. Going back to one of the previous messages, the heart card, the heart chakra energy is still here in the reverse. I feel like that's a mirroring energy. When I look into the energy of the tarot here, there's a King of Pentacles in the upright in this energy of victory. But there's also here this energy that which I'm now focusing on. In the previous messages, this Queen of Pentacles was in the energy of joy, happiness, you know, over here. But as I've been channeling the energy and kind of just placing the cards where I'm guided to put them in regards to the next message, the heart chakra is here in the reverse. Someone's carrying a heavy heart, a heavy burden, either towards this Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You know, they're exhausted or feeling like this. They want something to be over and done with in regards to this energy. They want to, in this energy of longing for somebody. These are the cards that came through yesterday, longing for you, mine, and something, you know, this love is in the distance. There's no communication is the energy that came through yesterday. There's a blockage, and it's because of the resentment I'm hearing right now and the heavy heart that this masculine is carrying towards a feminine energy. They're needing to do feminine healing of their feminine energy. There's a division within them and outside of them. They may be having conflict with the feminines within their life during this time, you know, because of the childhood traumas. But there's a turnaround. I feel like there's a parenting energy that's wanting to bring forgiveness. But I'm going to continue to read. So praying for forgiveness, to be open and to be more forgiving. They're trying to put the Seven of Swords behind them to avoid this energy of karma. They're in this energy of okay, I read that. So when you remove, because I was still continuing to remove the card. So when you remove this energy of the government restrictions, and these are the cards I was talking about. When you move this energy of the government restrictions, commitments, lack of mentality, the financial restrictions, victim consciousness, the woe is me type energy I was picking up on. This is happening in a church. it felt to me at this time that someone was mourning, in the energy of mourning, in the energy of grieving over a passed over loved one, where they may have been harboring some form of resentment, needing to forgive. Angel number 24 may be significant. I feel like a masculine here. I see a kind of a forgiveness of a threatening toxic time of life that may have got someone rejected, left out in the cold, shut out, cut off even. I just feel like there was no effort. It's giving me a kind of an energy of no care in the rod, no effort was put in. This Eight of Pentacles was in the reverse. Threatening was in the upright. It's like someone's still holding a grudge. Someone's still holding on to a past memory, which they're needing to let go of. But in regards to the energy of this message, I want to pull an overall energy in addition to the energy of temperance. Whatever's at the bottom of the deck, I feel like I'm coming into the chapter finale. You know, there's an ending to something here. And we've got the Empress card in the reverse. And we've got the Justice card still at the bottom of the deck, you know. And the Wheel is still directly behind Justice here. And the Devil's right behind that. The Devil's changed position. I pay attention that this Empress is in the reverse. Furthermore, Temperance is the overall energy of message 9. But again, I feel like this is definitely to do with a passed over ancestor, a passed over loved one, and it's triggering some form of drama. And, you know, for possibly even two people involved in this situation that may be connected to this Empress's energy. Archangel Michael's behind this Empress. Forgiveness is needed in this energy. Someone may feel like they're drowning in their emotions, and I know I'm repeating myself, but again, I feel like that's just symbolic to the energy of this message. This Empress energy is wanting to make something right. I feel they are making something right. I feel like they're sorry, but they're unable to even say that now. It's this energy of too little, too late, but it's never too late. You know, it's that also that kind of an energy. Conflict is what I'm picking up on in the energy of the Five of Wands right now, channeling. This mothering energy may have been a young at heart kind of an energy, you know, even in their latter stages of life. And they're sorry for that, for whosoever I'm connecting with in this masculine energy. But they want you to listen up. They may have said this to you on a regular basis. This may be something that they say. I've noticed I've been saying this since yesterday. Listen up, you know. Whatever is trying to be communicated to you, I feel like it's creating some kind of drama around you. They want you to pay attention to somebody that's in your life right now that may be only marrying for some kind of financial gain, that you as a masculine in this energy is refusing right now. You're in your ego, in the King of Wands in the reverse, you know, because of the obstacles and the challenges that may have taken place in the past where you had to do things for yourself. You know, it's that energy. But they want to bring in divine inspiration to you. They don't want you to be in this energy of drowning no longer, but they need you to be conscious of who is in your circle when you're in this energy that came through, in this glow up energy, because there's new opportunities coming towards you, new careers and successful businesses. You know, you're going to be able to be this energy of this family man. You're going to be able to move past the challenges, you know, the nostalgic energy. Again, this is where I was kind of picking up on a passed over loved one. Someone's making changes. I feel like someone's at the side of somebody's grave here. This is bringing me back to a recent poem that I did, a personal poem to myself, you know, that may resonate for those that's in this energy. But they need you to be mindful Pay attention to the guidance that you're receiving. You're receiving some kind of guidance intuitively, and it's coming in from this passed over loved one, this maternal energy. But because of the resentment that's being carried, you're ignoring. So I feel like I'm being used as a vessel in order to bring this message to whosoever may be hearing. This is a message at the time. This is very specific. And remember, not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone. But there's definitely a message here for someone. Trust in the divine purpose. So let's see in regards to this energy, because the card that's here, it says something will be over soon in this energy of forgiveness. Exactly that. Freedom. I feel like this ancestor card number 21, it's in the reverses, because I feel like they're not able to be free until they bring this message to whosoever's needing to hear this message right now. They're needing to bring this truth to a masculine in regards to some kind of an opportunity here, or an opportunist is what I'm hearing. But there's a refusal to listen. There's a blockage. So let's see, in regards to this energy, what comes with this energy of freedom for this masculine? Again, this energy showed through yesterday, surrender. Someone's needing you to speak up. Card number 9. And we're in this energy of 9. Chapter 17, message 9. It says the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow the universe to become our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Throat chakra energy, card number 5. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. The energy of surrender supports us to let go, illusionary control, and yield to the flow of life. Again, going back into what I was channeling, that's confirmation here. Consciousness, right? Raise your consciousness, I'm hearing Christ consciousness. Card number 17, chapter number 17. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on the all multi-dimensional aspects that show up, so that we can include them in our reality. And I feel like someone is just, there's a realization is at the bottom of the deck, card number 37, which I'm picking up this energy, as I said, the children of Lur. This masculine energy was never encouraged, but is being encouraged now in the spirit. You may not have been encouraged by this feminine energy in real life. I'm picking up on the energy of it's never too late. They're trying to encourage you and protect you now. In spirit, I'm picking up on this energy of like, when you'll be getting ready to go out in this energy, and your parents remind you to put on your coat, put on your gloves, put on your hat. They're trying to protect you right now from outside energy, from low vibrational energy, from, it's giving me this energy behind the realization. Miracles, card number 33, soul time. So let's see, in regards to this energy, what's the message that's trying to come through at this time in regards to this energy? Chapter 17, message 9. So this is the Hermit energy. I think we've kind of covered the Hermit energy in regards to looking into that self-reflecting. This isn't a setback. And also got the Ace of Cups. Tell me more about this energy of the Ace of Cups. No more confusion in this situation, you know, it's all making sense. There's still some kind of a ghosting going on. And when I ghosting going on, and as I said that, I'm picking up on this energy of a haunting, you know. I'm also picking up on this energy of no going back. You've done the healing work that you're needing to do in regards to this past energy, in regards to you've gone back to basics now, you've done what you needed to do, and you reflected on what you needed to reflect on. You've looked into what it is that you needed to look into, you know. You're coming to some kind of a realization now in regards to these challenging times and what it is that you've been through. You're realizing now the benefit to a situation. There's this stagnation. I want to clarify the Eight of Wands there. That's here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message for those that I'm connecting with. And it's the Five of Wands. 3 wands difference. The expectation. You don't expect nothing anymore, you know. You come to an acceptance energy. You've taken accountability kind of an energy. You're accepting the guidance. So let's see, continuing with this energy. Tell me more in regards to this energy. I'm hearing again the final whisper. Grandma's final whisper. Card number 8. Now someone's putting in this time and the effort, you know, being more cautious of where you're planting your seeds, how you're going to make certain investments, you know, understanding now what you put in is what you get out. If you put in the hard work, it will come back to you tenfold. The Queen of Cups is now turned up. Possibly in this energy of now needing to make a decision in regards to a truth that's being told or needing to be told. I pay attention to where the Queen of Cups is fallen with the Two of Swords. In the energy of the Queen of Swords, these two queens was missing from the previous message. They're now turned up. The emotion and the communication. No longer in limbo, you know. Clarity is being brought to a situation. As it is above, so it is below. This can be confirmation. Queen of Cups is a highly intuitive energy also. You don't just move in the energy of logic, you know. You look at all sides to a situation. You use your discernment is the energy I'm picking up on here. You understand that somebody was going through some form of a conflict. An inner conflict that had everything to do with you and nothing at all. This is something that a masculine had to work out for themselves in the energy of the Hermit. Self-isolation, self-realization, self-consciousness, you know. So let's see in regards to the energy of this message. A lot wants to come out. Let it out. With moderation. I literally just got nudged to say it. With moderation. Equal rights and justice is what I'm hearing right now as I'm paying attention to the Temperance and the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. Let it out with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. I just keep hearing let it out. Someone could be actually tearful right now and someone can be comforting you and let it out. It's been a long time coming, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I let it out. With the Strength card also there in the reverse with the Three of Cups. Neither in the reverse nor the upright, you know. It's like someone is now seeing the bigger picture. Someone is now seeing or become, I'm hearing someone is now more in touch with their emotional side to the situation. Someone is becoming more forgiving. There's a major difference in the energy I'm in now in regards to the energy I was in yesterday. For this masculine was in no forgiving energy. I'm feeling there's been an overnight shift, which in turn is opening, bringing healing to that fourth chakra, your heart chakra, which is going to open your heart chakra is the gateway to your soul. So once you do the healing there, it's like you're healing from the inside out. That healing is eventually going to shine and you'll be able to smile again, is the energy I'm picking up on here. Let's see if there's anything else that's needing to come through in regards to this energy. There's the Emperor again, in this energy of the lovers, standing tall in your love, making an informed decision is what I'm hearing. I'm picking up on a very authoritative energy. Someone is very much in their masculine energy. Pride is what I'm picking up on. At the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. This energy is not wanting to be missed. So let's see, in regards to this energy, what's coming towards those in the energy of the Emperor. I'm hearing one thing for sure, two things for certain. This is definitely an Emperor energy I'm picking up on. They've been through some things, This is the final stage before they're able to step into this Emperor energy fully. Destiny. It says the reunion with your twin flame is destined and is a destined event, and it's falling in the energy of the Eight of Wands in the reverse. This non-communication, someone may have a message wanting to be sent, and it's just not sent yet. It's in holding, is what I'm hearing. In this energy of change and challenge, someone may be finding it, a challenge to be the one to make this first step, make this first move. If this it's giving me that energy. Someone's not used to making the first move in regards to possibly any kind of conflict, disagreement that may be taking place, but someone is definitely paying attention to their inner guidance. No. So let's see, in regards to this energy, what's coming towards those that's resonating with the energy of this message, in the energy of the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. All queens are out here now, but in different decks, Hideaway is in the reverse, no longer hiding away. Windows here also. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. There's a wedding here that's in the reverse. I feel like this is a situation that the Emperor was talking about when they were speaking about that there's something that they're needing to sort out first, at that kind of a worried energy of them jumping from the fire into the frying pan. But this is also them paying attention to the guidance that they've received from their ancestor, possibly maybe even from this message, or just from their dream state, or just in the energy of now that they've forgiven, they can now receive warning in regards to whosoever this thief is trying to take a masculine for everything that they've got. That's why the wedding is in the reverse, and it's the reason why there's a separation whilst you're in this energy of inspiration, because this has got everything to do with you and nothing at all. It's toxic. Toxicity is in the reverse. You're being removed and placed in an energy of a protective bubble, an energy of a force field. It says toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Be aware. Going back to the ancestral message I picked up on prior to this ancestral message, protect your peace, or else the ancestors are going to protect it for you. That was a direct message, for a feminine energy in regards to, and now I know this energy that's here. You know, you needed to be in this time alone. I'm hearing the waiting time is over now. It's hearing the reverse. Any alone time is now over. A masculine is in the beginning stage of taking that first step to the next step. Spend some time alone. It will help you gain clarity on your relationship. But again, I'm picking up on that resistance energy, and the ancestors can see that on both sides of the scale. Going back to the energy of the repair card that came through in the previous message, and the card was two ancestors sitting on a chair, on two separate chairs, sewing a major fabric. I'm trying to find the deck. Sewing a major fabric, bringing healing. What I was picking up on was the Wheel of Fortune. I had to press pause. I tried to find the deck, but I couldn't find the deck. And as I was in the energy of couldn't find in the deck, it was again the final whisper. It's like the ancestors are beside you, they're with you, but they're not going to be a nuisance to you. You know, it's giving me that energy. The work to repair the will is being done. The realization, the communication is being brought to you, to this masculine. Together is at the bottom of the deck. Something is working out. And the energy I was picking up on of the two ancestors, I'm going to share that message with this message. It's coming from two sides of the family, you know, your side and this masculine side, a mother's side and a father's side, but they're working together in this energy of temperance to try and bring healing to a situation that they don't want to see go wrong. For a masculine energy here, masculines come too far. From the energy of the hermit to the emperor. The story of tarot is the emperor that lost it all, you know, and has to go into the energy from the beginning, from the energy of the fool to the magician, into the energy, tapping into your alchemy, you know, making the best of a bad situation as we live and we learn through life, through these toxic situations. I feel for whosoever's in this energy of the Queen of Cups. You've been through some things, you possibly even experienced an energy of what's going on here. And the reason that you're not in the midst of it is because you've already healed from a situation of, you can't hurt me in the same way twice. Is an energy I was channeling a couple of days ago. Is the reason why you've been placed in this energy of a hideout. The card that came through from the deck, my fairy tale deck, was hideaway. There's going to be a moment soon where you're able to resurface from underground. You know, you too is in this energy of being in hermit, self-reflection. But let's see, let's tell me more about this energy of the Eight of Pentacles, because this masculine's going deeper. They're not worried about what the people are going to say. They're now going to do what they need to do for themselves. They're going to nurture themselves. They're going to give themselves what they was lacking. Nurture. Nurture your relationships like blooming flowers. They will flourish. I'm hearing that song again. What's not dead, don't dash it away. You know? With the Eight of Pentacles. It's the same kind of an energy of, if it ain't broken, why fix it? But if there's still something there, you know, as long as all of this backstabbing and betrayal energy is gone, you surrendered to that. You understand now that it was just a lot of resentment that you was harboring, that you needed to work on in order to feel less rigid and more flexible. You know, in order for this victory that's coming in to feel more of a success rather than a burden, rather than some kind of reward for betrayal. You know, it's more than that, it's bigger than that. It's a legacy, it's a destiny, it's a generational wealth, is the energy I'm picking up on here. It's an energy that's going to put a masculine in a very secure position in all areas. This is rewriting the wrongs of history, is the energy I'm picking up on here. Boundaries is at the bottom of the deck. Friendships and settling. Someone's even willing to settle for friendship. There's a card here in the reverse. Unseen. This is a message from an unseen force, ancestor within the spirit. And on that note, I feel like I want to end this message 9, with a message from spirit in regards to this energy for those that may be resonating at this time. What's the final message, just the final whisper? The card reads, there is you, even though life, sorry, there is you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead. It's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration, the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way, so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm. And I feel like it's this energy, in the energy of the Queen of Cups, in the energy of the Ace of Swords in the reverse, you're going to see the untold truths. Is what I'm picking up on here. I'm hearing that song Heartbreak Hotel. I believe that's Whitney Houston. You can feel the untold truths. I'm picking up on this energy real strong. As it is above, so it is below. This is giving me the magician energy, alchemist energy. You don't even know the power that you have within you. Honestly, is what I'm hearing. I just got so much activation within my solar plexus energy. I'm going to read the bottom of the deck. For some reason, I just kept on hearing it as I was reading this card. So it says, there is you. You have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where, poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up and commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd, to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also a paradox. I'm not going to try to say the whole of that word, but anyway, one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truth have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul, check in with spirit, keep going. And I'm hearing that energy again. Listen up. So I hope this message has resonated for you in some way, shape, or form. An appreciation to my new subscribers, appreciation for the likes, appreciation for the comments, appreciation for the shares. It's definitely helping my messages to be heard by those that's needing to hear it at this time. And I will be back in a bit later on for the next energy. the next energy that's coming through is this energy of justice, and I do feel like I'm coming to the end of chapter 17, but the next message will be chapter 10. I mean, well, message 10. I'm paying attention to this passion card that this kind of slipped off. So anyway, love and light to you all. And remember, if the messages have resonated with you, to like the message, subscribe to the channel, comment, let me know how it's resonating. These last couple of days, I've been in this mediumship energy, so it'll be interesting to see who the message is resonating with. Love and light to you all.